Hey guys, Sandy here. So as I'm filming this, I'm not actually entirely sure what the title of this video will be. I know in general what I want to talk about, but I guess at the end I'll just pick the best title I can for it. I kind of alternated between like, what does guitar mean to me? Why do I play guitar? I guess I'm answering both. But anyway, where this video idea came from was a few months ago. I did a video on Engine de Poitrine, which you can check out. I'll leave a link in the description. And I got a lot of comments, and it got a lot of hits. Where I talked about, and for the record, like I love them. I think they're great. I love the spirit that they put forward. I like a lot of stuff about them. But some of the comments that I got were that it wasn't. They were basically saying that it wasn't like real music. Okay, that it was more of a circus show than anything. Now, obviously, I disagree with that, and I'm not going to get into that in this video. But it brought up a more interesting question for me, which is, like, why did I pick up the guitar in the first place? Why, like, what does guitar mean to me? So I figured I'd answer that in a video. Now, of course, before I really get into it, hit the subscribe button. And while I'm talking, I would love to hear from you guys what guitar means to you. Leave it in the comments. I'd love to know about it. So one of the first reasons that I picked up the guitar and I continue to be a guitar player is that it actually gives me an avenue to be social. This might not come across, at least I hope it doesn't come across on the videos, but I can be a very awkward person in real life. Okay. I'm a little socially awkward. I don't actually enjoy crowds. Okay. I mean, I realize the irony that I, do something where I have to play in front of a lot of people in a lot of crowds, but I've always kind of enjoyed that separation when you're playing and then there's people, there is that separation. So guitar gave me an avenue to be social. It gave me an ability to, relate to people and just socialize. I think that's actually applies to a lot of people who play the guitar. I think a lot of guitarists pick up the instrument because they want to be social. Maybe they want to be in a band or they just want a way to relate to people. And yeah, I'm no different. And the truth is this YouTube channel is kind of a part of that. I mean, one of the best parts of this whole thing is that I get to talk to people online. Okay, that we have a common interest. We can talk about guitars and, share opinions, share stories, that sort of thing. I do love that aspect of this, of the guitar culture. I don't know why I'm going like that. It is a culture. Okay. That's one of the things I love about the guitar culture is the social aspect. Now, the second reason that I picked up the guitar, and I don't mind admitting it, was to a certain extent, I needed some money. So hear me out. My grandfather, and I've talked about him on the channel before, my grandfather was a longtime guitar player and singer, and he performed all over southeastern Ontario in various bands his entire life. And he was also a luthier. And I remember one time asking him, like, hey, I asked him about that aspect of guitar. And what he told me was, he said, it always gave me an ability that whenever, funds were a little short that month, that he could make some quick cash if needed. He told me about several times where, my grandmother looked at him and said, hey, we got to buy winter coats for the kids, right? So my grandpa would be like, okay. He'd call up a couple of guys. Hey, can I fill in on bass or guitar on a couple of shows this weekend? Sure. He'd play 3 or 4 shows, come back. Hey, here's the money. Go buy winter coats for the kids. All right. Same thing here. I paid my way through school playing guitar. I mean, not completely. I did have other jobs. Like I worked in the dorms. I was even a tutor at one point. But like when I was in school, yeah, I figured out pretty quickly that my friends were going to be at the bar anyway. And I may as well be there playing guitar and, earn a little bit of cash. And it also kind of helped with the social piece because I could still, hang out with my buddies kind of thing. So for me, that's always been an aspect of this too, that, yeah, it's a skill and I'm never truly unemployed because at the end of the day, I can call up a couple places and I can get some gigs. And the third reason that I play guitar, or what guitar means to me, is actually the psychological element. Okay. Like everyone has stuff they got to deal with. Everyone has stress in their life. Everyone has, crap that they got to deal with. And for me, it's playing guitar. All right. You know, my wife knows if I've had a bad day because she'll come home and if she hears me just jamming out in the basement, she knows like, okay, Sandy needs a minute. But so I love that. I love the fact that yes, I can, you know, I can transfer my feelings through an instrument and find a way to express myself that is frankly very healthy. And that's, I think, another key aspect of why I play guitar. And I think a lot of other people play the guitar too, is because, yeah, it, it fulfills that need. It gives you an outlet to get rid of stress. And it's a very healthy outlet. Anyways, folks, I'm not going to ramble on here, okay? Leave a comment. Let me know why you play the guitar, okay? What keeps you coming back? What keeps you watching guitar YouTube videos? What keeps you commenting on guitar videos? You know, what drives you to be a guitarist? What does it mean to you? All right? Leave a comment about it. I'd love to hear from you. And for whatever reason that you do pick up the guitar, keep practicing. You're getting there. Sandy from Sandy's Guitars. Take care.